Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Today we are going back with a UV resin and we're having a little play. I've had a new mould arrive. It's a rather dinky mould. Now it's not as dinky as the heart mould, but we're going to see. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. When it comes out, we'll see if it's clear. And what I'm going to do today is a couple of things. Based on some sound advice that I received in the comments in one of my way back videos, was if I'm going to use the chameleon powder, it does come up better if you have black resin. So I've got my black colouring. I've got new resin to play with. This is J. Dixon. I have only tried this briefly in another video, which will go up much later because it's a long-winded project at the moment. So this is going to be the first time that I'm actually using it properly, we'll say. So I'm curious to see how this fares to the Vida Rosa, which has since run dry. So I thought, perfect time to try another round. So I've got a little measuring cup, so I can mix up the black in there, and that's going to be way more than enough for that, guy. So we'll probably go about 3 quarts. I've got myself a little stirring stick, little brush to apply the mica powder, the mica chameleon powder. I've got my UV lamp ready. I've got my heat gun ready because I'm going to mix it. I know I'm going to increase my chance of bubbles. So I'm going to add the colour and then either heat it up whilst it's in the cup or heat it up when it's in the mould. We'll see. Probably the cup, because pouring I think will be fine. So that's the plan for today. So I'm going to glove up. Mask already on since I'm going to be using the heat gun. And let's get this little guy out. I don't know if you can see in there. I'm curious to see how he comes out. Looking forward to this. So what I'm going to do first is get all glittery, and I'm going to powder the inside of this. Now I only really want to powder where the bulbous bit is, but it doesn't really matter where else I get it because I also plan to semi-paint this one. Let's see if I can pop you up there. And I have gone with green, blue, purple. It's super, super sparkly. I love. You see all that sparkle? Brings out the magpie in us. I want to make sure I get this really well coated in this dome region. But like I say, there are going to be elements I'm going to paint. So it doesn't matter how far down it goes, as long as the dome bit is really well covered. And I think it is looking in there. Got a good healthy coat of sparkle going on. I want to get just under the lip there. Right. I think we are suitably sparkled up. There is going to be glitter everywhere. So let's just seal that back up so I don't have any mishaps. Pop that over there. Right. Let's get a load of this in here. Now, one thing I did notice through my little play of it the other day is it's a lot more runny compared to the Vida Rosa. That one's really thick. This one's, compared to that one anyway, really runny. Not like water kind of running. It's just the Vida Rosa clearly has a lot of body to it. Right, I think we'll just go a little bit more. So I'd rather have too much prepared than not enough, because we could always use it for something else. Have a little play with it with something. I reckon that will fill. So at the moment, a few bubbles. And there's going to be a few more bubbles by the time I've stirred it. So I'm going to put in a couple of drops of black and see how that fares. So we can always add a little bit more. So I'm trying to remember like the 5% ratio. So I know 2 drops is not going to be 5%. I know we can afford to put a little bit more in there. And we can see all those bubbles forming. I think it will be best, I'll heat it in the cup, because I'm confident with pouring it in the mould and not having too many bubbles. So I think if I can eliminate, we'll try 2 more drops. I think if I can eliminate as many bubbles as possible while it's in the mug and I can see it, whilst it's in the little cup, I think maybe get 2 more drops. I think 2 more drops and we'll still be in the safe zone. It's looking quite black now. We'll go 1 more drop, so I don't want to take it too far. So let's pop that away for now. Right, I am going to stop recording for a second while I apply the heat. Okay, we have heated it up and it was really cool. This is the first time that I've actually paid attention to it. I was watching all the bubbles just come and pop to the surface. Now, I think I've got as many bubbles out of there as I can. There's definitely no big bubbles and a lot of little bubbles have gone. So let's pour this in here really slowly. Okay. Now, I am going to be confident. I might give that the tiniest blast just to see if any more bubbles come up. And we're going to have to work out what we're going to do with this. Okay, let's have... We're feeling nice and firm. Let's see if we can get this little guy out. Oh, slippery little minx. Doesn't quite feel done. Oh, it's come out. He's a bit squished. So that leads me to think he's not quite... I mean, there's no residue in there. I'm going to clean that out properly because there's a little bit of chameleon powder left in there. Oh, look. Give me focus. Look at that little guy. What a little cutie. And the black did make a colossal difference. I think a part of him, by the looks of it, is still in there. It's hard to tell. No? There isn't any of him left in there. That's going to have a thorough clean. Well, don't know if you can see exactly what it is, but it's a little tiny baby dragon skeleton. I'm going to see what happens because I want the egg. Oh, he's so cute. I'm going to try and just paint him. Let's see how it looks. I've mixed up a little off-white. We're going to try and just drag this over him. I'm going to try and avoid the sockets. This is just a little acrylic. See if he starts to resemble. I can see his little tiny teeth. So I'm going to try and just go around the sockets and not get the shell. Oh, this little guy, he's so cute. He feels so delicate as well, bless him. Oh, they're going to be hard to get because I see his little tiny bony fingers. His little tiny bony fingers poking out. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting to love him this much. Now the colour I made up was just a little bit of white and a little bit of bronze. With a tiny hint of gold in there. Oh, this poor little guy. He's so delicate. Oh, I'll try and get his tail. I think that's the only other part of him. It's peeking out. I don't want to suddenly go too heavy-handed with the paint. And he's slipping around in my gloves. His base is so, that bit is so shiny and so slippery. He wants to just keep slip sliding around in my hand. Oh, look at him. What a little angel. I'm trying to find the right point to hold him because, like I say, that bottom does just want to keep slip sliding. There's a little bubble right there, but that's the only surface bubble that I can see anyway. Give him a little bit more of a dry brush just to highlight him that little bit more. Being very careful not to go in the sockets. I think we're going to stop there. She says, and I see a tiny little piece on his tail. Oh, let's pop him down for a second. Oh, there he is. Look at that sweet little baby dragon skull. Just skeleton dragon. I really, really like him. He's so cute. I don't know if you can see what I can see. I'll try and get him in focus there. See, right there, little tiny hand. Wispy old tail. Little bit of a ridge running down, oh, over here, running down his back there. I mean, I'll be honest, it's meant to be a little baby dragon. I'm seeing baby dragon, I'm also seeing baby mouse. But mice don't come out of eggs. Dragons in the dragon world do come out of eggs. He's still cute. I love him all the same. Let me get my gloves off so I've got a tiniest bit more grip. They won't keep slip sliding. Oh, look. He's so cute. And he came out and he worked. And thank you, lovely lady out there who gave me the tip with doing the black resin, because that is a way better. It would have looked quite transparent, and I didn't want the egg to look transparent. Otherwise, you'd have to be able to see him, right? That's so cool. Oh, bless him. He's got one broken horn. One starting to come through and snapped off. One completely snapped off. He's such a fragile little guy. He's obviously the runt of the litter. So yeah, that is a lovely little baby dragon. Oh, I'm going to have to find somewhere safe for him to live. And I'm going to have to hold him up here as we go out, because he's just so tiny and precious that he's going to get lost if I leave him down on the table there. So thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you find this guy as cute as I do. And we've tried something a little bit different, because I've not wanted to really paint resin. You can, and you have beautiful effects with it. I've been so busy playing with just the colour and the transparency and trying to get rid of bubbles that I hadn't tried painting it yet. And this is perfect. I will give him like a final, I'll brush on another day, a final coat just to protect him and protect all his little painted bits. He's so sweet. I feel like I've got to, like, you know, cup him in there like a little tiny chick. So thank you so much for stopping by. I think I might have just said that, but I am so grateful. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.